It works with your body. It's give you this trail around you.
I love the bottle, by the way. I think it's the first bottle from BDK which has gradient light.
What's more about Pear? Bonjour.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to our channel. To explore something new. New stars are born every day, but the biggest stars once in a century. And I think this one will be a biggest star.
I agree.
And that will be most anticipated something new from BDK that we're always waiting here. Since Chanel, the success, we want something again that will fulfill that line of very successful, very beautiful fragrances that lasting, that give you a lot of compliments. And here is this edition will be about the new one, BDK, which called if you read it Impàdia, if you listen it Impàdia. Before we start,
don't forget to follow, like, and comment. And yes, this release is about fruits and florals more. How will you describe it in two words?
For me, more about the florals. I wouldn't say floral and even wood, not the fruit. It's like woody floral for me.
Okay.
We have two other fragrances that most of the influencers compare. Impàdia. I made it third one. I was like halfway right now to take the third one. I will say it later because it really reminds me of that fragrance on the dry down, not in the beginning. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with Impàdia.
Impàdia. What does it mean?
I don't know. You know?
No. I love the bottle, by the way. I think it's the first bottle from BDK which has gradient like, and I love the way it looks.
I think all of them are gradient, no?
No, they're all different colors, but the same color, not the gradient one.
Really?
Yes. Now I'm not sure.
Chanel extrait,
it's just different types of glass, but it's the same color.
I think it's gradient. Okay, so this one is release of 2025, created by Jordi Fernandez. He created such famous fragrances as the Blue Talisman, Genetic Bliss, and here you can feel his signature. He also, same as Kenton Bish, same as the two other fragrances, use Akigalawood a lot in his fragrances. Akigalawood, that's kind of, how to describe it? It's dry, woody scent with the facets of the black pepper.
Yeah, so really it smells like something spicy, kind of cardamom or pepper-like.
Black pepper, yeah. So for me, the start of the Impàdia is purely fruity. It's Pear, intense, sweet.
Sweet, true.
But in basically 15 minutes, no more Pear anymore.
Yeah.
That's happened with Pear always. In almost all fragrances, Pear is not lasting at all. Very beautiful, but it's impossible to capture this scent somehow. And it moved, even now, it's already moved to the rose. Intense Bulgarian rose.
Yeah, and it's also sweet, right? With vanilla. It's like if you compare probably to both of the other fragrances, Impàdia is more sweet. For me, it actually smells differently on a paper and on the skin. I think I told you that. On a paper, it reminds me more about guidance, so it pops up more with woodsy and spicy notes. But on my skin, it actually opens, and on dry down, it's still more rosy, vanilla, but very, very bright and prominent scent. Yeah.
Okay, so
which one is that?
We want to compare. This one is Delina. Kenton Bish, classic, everyone like it. This is the powdery combination of rhubarb, rose, litchi. Everyone obsessed with this fragrance.
Yeah.
Very feminine and light. So I would feel the rose here.
It's much more fresher for me if
Delina. Delina, yeah.
If compared to Impàdia, because it has this juicy rhubarb note and also the rose, peony, litchi adds a little bit of sourness to it. Yeah, especially when you try both, you can definitely feel that Impàdia has much more sweetness in it.
Yeah, it reminds you about the rose of Delina. So if rose from Delina is something that you are craving and you like that part,
yeah,
Impàdia can be for you more intense.
True. Condensed. Maybe.
Condensed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not very condensed. I wouldn't say so. Also, I want to mention like the sourness in Delina
from Rhubarb
more
and Litchi,
compared to BDK Impàdia. Impàdia more woodier at this point if you're comparing them, and don't have this powdery feeling, which Delina have a lot. We compare it to another one.
Do we apply?
Yeah.
Do we apply?
No. For me, no. Yeah, you can apply. You can spray
just because all the room will be filled with guidance.
No. Just one spray for 2 bottles. It's okay. Another creation from Kenton Beach. This creation also starts with
Pear.
With a pear.
Yeah, but it also has nuttiness.
Yeah, the hazelnut. Rose here as well, but rose here is not prominent. I think.
Yeah, it's less prominent. I think they said even it's a rose water inside, not a rose. Maybe both. Maybe rose and the rose water.
For me, I don't feel much of the florals here, but they said it's not only rose, it's a jasmine here. Maybe jasmine even I can see this complexness of the jasmine.
For me,
more than rose.
It depends on maybe the quantity of the materials. In guidance, for me, I know that many people say it's a gourmand fragrance. Many people describe it as a fruity fragrance. For me, it's just woodsy, spicy fragrance because these materials are so dominant. I agree, yes, I can feel rose, I can feel some florals, I can feel the complexness of the composition itself. But I can't say it's a gourmand and I can't say it's a fruity fragrance as well, because for me it's a woodsy, spicy one.
Yeah, comparing to Impàdia is much sweeter for me.
That's true, for sure.
Much sweeter. When you're comparing, like when you just smell Impàdia, you think, it's so close to guidance.
To guidance, yeah.
But when you're comparing them, much sweeter, and you almost not feel this woody part in guidance. You can feel it alone without comparing, but when you compare amount of Akigalawood and this peppery vibes, creamy woodsy peppery vibes of guidance, amounts in guidance, nothing compared to Impàdia. Impàdia is much more on the minimal with this style.
Yes, here I agree with you, but it's interesting how the brain works, because I didn't know that lots of influencers already compare this fragrance with Guidance and Delina, but it was the first thing when I sniffed, I said, okay, but it's something like Guidance. Then later on, when Rose popped up, I said, okay, maybe it's Delina. And when I checked, that's already like
for me now this is the third fragrance that it reminds me a lot, especially on my skin, because on my skin it works same with you, with a lot of rose, this intense red rose with the vanilla.
Tihota?
No, that is the different type of rose. I don't like that type of rose. Manakara, no.
Oh, Manakara. Okay, I want to guess.
That one
Give me the hint.
Have this feeling. All the fragrances from that brand have this feeling of something very seductive. Something.
Is it Lorenzo Passalia?
No, Lorenzo Passalia is like a little bit weird.
Okay.
Tipsy. Okay. No, but that brand is always saying about the seductive vibes. About they really like to use the purple color, something high end, exclusive. Velvet undertones, you don't know. Okay, it reminds me a lot of initial fragrances, but
Atomic Rose?
Yes, Atomic Rose, a lot. But Atomic Rose don't have this woodiness.
That's true. It's as I remember, it's a little bit more fresher as well. Yeah, because there is this bold woodsy base. Yeah, but it's interesting.
Especially on the skin, it reminds me a lot about this. On the blotter, this woody vibes from here, but these woody vibes, guys, they are very dismissive in Mr. Fernandez creation. They are very dismissive. You think that you don't smell woodsy notes, but I'm giving you my warranty that everyone will smell this woody notes on you except of you. That's worked with the Blue Talisman. When you smell it and you're like, oh, it's more
just
about
light
pear,
citrusy,
something lighty, like nothing too obvious, but Stan wear this fragrance pretty frequently recently, and every time when I just follow him like 2 meters away, and I can have this sniff of woodiness of Akigalawood, like I can feel it so vividly, but he probably cannot smell it.
It's interesting.
It's how Akigalawood works. It works with your body. It's give you this trail around you. So that fragrance is on the same style. Absolutely, I can see that. Really good for the summer. I can see it on a summer. I can see it as a signature scent also. I'm pretty sure that we will see this fragrance in the top 10. Tell us and in a new set of pins next month.
Yeah, and I have a question again about the gender. Do you feel it leaning more for the ladies or?
You know, roses for most of the people is flowers for ladies. When we come to that scent, it also goes to the ladies scent. But what I can say here, when it smells on me, even though it's purely about the rose and vanilla, I don't feel gender. I don't feel any gender. I don't feel any feminine vibe. I feel something high-end, something luxurious, and something genderless.
Yeah, here I agree. Plus, again, Dmitry mentioned about the woodsy part, which actually leaves a trail. So don't be afraid to try it if you think that it's just floral. It's not. It really has the bold base, which makes it actually accessible for everybody.
Yep. On this pleasant part, tell us your thoughts about Impàdia. If you have if you have this experience with trying this fragrance or not, or if you would like to try, for that one we have a discovery set of pins of next month.
Of May.
Yeah. That you can definitely grab and try.
Cool.
Yeah, and thank you for watching and stay fragrant.
See you next time.
À bientôt.
Bye.